Brampton is a city that organizes a lot of, functions for kids and stuff like that. There's lots of schools here, and it's scary as a mother, of course.
Well, I'm at Garden Square in Brampton, Ontario, in the Queen and Main Street area, and this is a significant intersection, folks, because recently a convicted pedophile by the name of Matthew Harks was released to a halfway house somewhere in this vicinity. Now, there's a curveball to this story as well. First of all, the authorities are saying he's at a high risk to reoffend, and secondly, he has done the gender switcheroo to a she. Matthew Harks is now identifying as a female, so his name is now Marilyn Harks, and a lot of people are concerned that for someone who has a history of preying on little girls as a child molester, posing as a female will potentially give him access to areas where little girls are. And I have to tell you, Correctional Services Canada, well, they've weighed in on this. Here's their statement. Members of the public are reminded that although Madeline Harks does present a safety risk to the public, she remains a Canadian citizen and her rights are guaranteed under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. As such, Peel Regional Police will act to protect these rights if they are infringed. Don't know about you folks, it seems to me that Correctional Services Canada is a lot more concerned about Matthew or Marilyn Harks being harassed than they are with the people of Brampton who are, in their own words, at risk of this person reoffending. This convicted pedophile, has been released right here in this community, Queen and Main, and we're just asking people of Brampton what they feel about this.
I don't live in Brampton anymore, but no, it's not good, especially when you've got young kids and that around here, living around here, and we have programs over at Central Public School and that, so I don't agree with it.
Well, inevitably I would have concerns about though, because who would want somebody like this roaming the streets, considering if they're still doing bad?
Well, I don't know why they would drop somebody like that off here, like trying to keep a safe community, you know what I mean? And they bring people like that in there, and I don't know why they would do stuff like that.
This should never happen in Brampton. We have enough problems, social problems, without letting more conviction in here.
They have constructed a nice square here to promote family get-togethers, and then to have somebody dropped in this specific area. They're going to be at the square. There's a lot of children come to the square. It's a big concern.
You think there might be a good chance he's going to reoffend then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Sir, what we're doing, we're just asking people, I don't know if you've heard about this story. This is a convicted pedophile.
Yeah, no, I've heard about it. It's disgusting. Yeah.
I noticed you have 2 little girls yourself here.
4 little girls.
Oh, 4?
Yeah.
How does it make you feel that this person is now residing in a halfway house in this area?
Honestly, it's disturbing, disgusting. I can't believe I don't even know how he's out in the first place, but to me, it's just unsafe. You know, kids are staying inside their house when they should be playing outside. It's just appalling. I don't know.
And sir, there's a curveball to this situation because he committed these crimes as Matthew Harks. He's now, evidently, he's changed his gender and is going by the name Marilyn Harks. And I'm just curious, since the assaults were carried out on little girls, does this concern you too, that maybe as a female or someone posing as a female, he can gain access to areas where little girls are?
Yeah, exactly. That is crazy. You know, because they're gonna trust, a female probably more than a male, and I think it's crazy that they're letting this happen, or even in a halfway house where he can go in the public whenever basically he wants.
I feel like this person should be given a chance or what?
A chance?
Yeah.
Okay then. And how about yourself, sir? How do you feel about this?
Yeah, I also feel the same for that. He must have a second chance. Yeah.
Does it cross your mind why he or she is a free person to begin with?
Well, that's a failure of our justice system, right? Like, I guess they're all cramped and they get out early, but something like this, they've got to stop.
Yeah.
and you don't put them in an overpopulated area like this, especially right downtown Brampton.
I think there's a mishap in the system because they wouldn't let a male sex offender out after all that.
Do you feel let down by the justice system?
I do. 100%.
Ma'am, you're the mother of these two adorable girls here? Okay, and we're just asking what people feel about a convicted pedophile who's been released in this community. And I guess given that he preys on little girls, and you have 4 daughters, so you sort of have some real skin in the game here.
Very, very big issues about this, of course. It's very scary to think that, Brampton would release somebody that scary and dangerous in this community, especially, there's so many kids in this neighborhood, and Brampton is a city that organizes a lot of, functions for kids and stuff like that. There's lots of schools here, and it's scary as a mother, of course.
Well, and certainly the mayor, Patrick Brown, he's furious about this.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering, do you feel, given this fellow's checkered history, let down by the system?
100%. Yes, I do. 100%. It's sad and it's very scary.
And of course, the curveball here is that this person used to go by the name Matthew Harks. Now he is living his life as a female and is going by the name Madeline Harks. And some people are saying that this is a potential red flag because maybe posing as a female, he gains access to where little girls might be. Is that a concern of yours?
100%. Swimming change rooms, like stuff like that. I've thought about, washrooms and things like that. And it's very scary. Again, I'm very sick to my stomach about it. There's a lot of bad issues that have been happening in Brampton. And, this is by far probably the scariest one, so I hope that something is done. I hope they ship her out of here somewhere, or
And I think the other thing too, ma'am, is the authorities themselves have said he or she is at a risk to reoffend, and that just kind of makes me scratch my head and wonder, well, why is such a person like that outside in a halfway house in the first place?
Right. I'm not sure. I think she needs to be maybe in somewhere where like a psychiatric place locked up, or a jail locked up. Obviously, the justice system, I find in Ontario, Canada, they're not hard enough on pedophiles at all. Like they're more hard on people that are doing other crimes. When to me personally, I would rather live next to somebody that was charged for maybe assault or something rather than pedophile. I'm just my personal opinion.
Well, look after your 4 little treasures, and I guess keep an eye out for Matthew or Madeline Harks or whatever
her name is, or his name. I respect, transgender or whatever, but I just don't want this monster near my children, and I will make sure that they don't come anywhere near my kids.
Hey folks, have you heard? The Rebel has an app. Please go to the App Store and download the Rebel Media app.